MCS has become one of the premier Christian schools in the Midwest and one of the top 50 Christian high schools in America, leading MCS to be truly a true North school for Christian education around the country.
You are here, moving in our midst.
It's so sad how crazy our world is right now. Everywhere you look, you see pain and suffering.
Yeah, it's not a great environment right now in the world, but I'm glad for the view that we have on the world, the perspective we get from the Bible and Jesus. I think that without this worldview that I've been taught all these years, I would be disheartened. I get so much hope from Christianity, and it pulls me through all the bad days.
I never could have imagined a time when schools would be forced to shut down indefinitely, teachers would be teaching from their kitchen tables to students that were clad in pajamas and holding on to their pets, right? Which is what we all saw. And school leaders would desperately try to spend their summer figuring out what schooling should look like in the fall. Suddenly, education emerged as the central issue of discussion, and at that time, none of us had any idea what we were doing.
From the very beginning, society told me, your son is not going to be worth it. He is going to be less than. And God said, he is created in my image, and I will make a way for him.
It's important that we remember to pray, and I think in our Bible classes especially, we've been learning that more and more.
I agree. Prayer is the key to everything.
Educate my son, give us a community, let him have some friends. And God said, that's chump change. I'm going to let him sit across the seat from the President of the United States and just a few other important people too.
This type of leadership doesn't happen by accident. It takes careful calculation, bold vision, and a keen ability to empower people to accomplish that vision.
I worship you. I wanna tell the world that you are.
Not only do we see innovation and advancement in Dr. Smith's leadership, but we also see influence. He has expanded the influence of Mansfield Christian School and Christian education in both Ohio and in the entire United States.
What kind of organization introduces something new in the middle of a pandemic? Now, with sensible attention to the current times, MCS again leads the way by responding to student needs through innovation in communication and technology. In doing so, we've created a multimedia production program to better address the career interest of students and provide Christian leadership in the ever-changing media industry. Our goal is not to be back to normal, it's to be better than normal.
That is who you are.
Today, every problem is placed square in the face of every child who has access to the internet in some form. And if you manage to avoid that exposure, your school curriculum in mainstream education will be loaded with political agendas from every interest group with money fighting to influence your thinking.
There were many times when we as a team, or Dr. Smith and the administration as a team and a school model said, how are we going to make this work? And you know, God continued to open doors. And I find it to be amazing that he would call me back to a school that had once said, there's no room.
We've been clearly reminded through all of this that this is his story, not ours, and we exist by him, for him, and through him.
I've learned when you have great leaders in great places, God opens up great opportunities.
Every truth from every subject we study in school is totally derived from the created world, and of course the Creator himself. Yet in government schools, they're treated as if they have nothing to do with God.
I really honestly wanted to open doors of education opportunities for children, not just in Richland County, because there weren't any, but across the state of Ohio, and I still fight today for the entire nation.
And this is just the beginning of what God can do when a leader commits and submits to being God's true north, to follow Christ and to lead the way.
Yes, my God, that is who you are.
Every child deserves a quality education, and every parent should have the opportunity to choose where their children go to school. It is a privilege to be able to choose Christian education.
In every field, every business, every organization, leaders are rapidly coming to the awareness that the world in front of us is radically different than the world behind us. Our theme for this year, as you know, True North, follow Christ, lead the way.